Holly Rowe and Doris Burke will be working the regional final on Monday night in Bridgeport, top-seeded UConn against number 2 Texas. It's 7 on the mothership. Then they move to the Final Four in Indianapolis next weekend with Dave O'Brien. Play-by-play. Holly Rowe joins us here in the Man Cave. First of all, how are you feeling?
I feel great. I'm so excited to be here. I love your show. I watch all the time. So thank you for having me. And I feel good.
You look great.
Thank you.
You look great. All right, but we did have a health scare.
We've had it. We're in the middle of a health scare, but it's going okay. I came back and I've worked a little bit. Did the Big 12 tournament because I couldn't not finish the Big 12 season. Of course, Kansas and Oklahoma, everybody having such great years. The next day, I was like back at the hospital as a cancer patient. And I'm like, this is so weird. Like I'm, covering Buddy Hield as he hits a last second shot and runs into the crowd. And then 2 days later, I'm at the hospital. I'm like, wow, this is weird. But it's so exciting and it's so cool. And sports are kind of keeping me going through this. So I'm so grateful I have sports.
Well, I mentioned that. Craig Sager battling leukemia. And he said, look, I need to work. This is my release. I need this more than you probably ever thought that you would.
It gives you energy and it gives you something to shoot for. And, when I found out I had cancer, I set some goals for myself. Like, okay, I've got to get back for this game. And you set these little things to keep you going. You need something to keep you going. I mean, life is great and that keeps us going. And I'm a mom. I love my son. That keeps me going. But every day I love sports. And so I need that joy.
Physically, what did it do to you?
It's been very interesting. I have a whole new armpit. I've named her Agnes. She's giving me some trouble sometimes. Agnes is kind of a wench, but it's been very funny. I think I talked to you about this before, but I set this goal to be back for this big game, Texas at Kansas. And I had these horrible drains coming out of my body like a cyborg, like resistance is futile type of stuff. Well, I thought I'd have them out by then, and I didn't. So I couldn't wear a bra because they went right here where you would need a bra. So I do the game and I'm like, I can't go on national television just, free and easy. It's awkward. So I had to go shopping for pasties. And that was a very interesting experience. Like I'm trying to get back to work and I'm doing my stats and looking at the field goal percentage defense that Kansas has improved. And then I'm running out and buying some pasties. So it was awkward. I thought, if the coaches that I'm interviewing could see what's happening under here, that would be quite intriguing.
And of course, being the real sensitive man that I am when I was exchanging text messages, I said maybe team pasties is what you could get.
I feel like we have invented something new. So I've been thinking about it a lot.
Or mothership pasties.
No, like if you get home from a big game and your team's won and then your wife undresses and she's got your team's, I feel like
now we're onto something.
I know. And I feel like we may have invented a business together.
I like that.
So we're 50-50, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You get one half, I get the other half.
Yeah, you get home from work one day, you go to your house, your lovely wife, Dayton Flyers. I think there's something to this. So that's our idea we've come up with.
Well,
through
I'm glad you're
cancer
healthy.
has brought us together in this way.
Yes, but I'm glad you're healthy.
Yeah, doing okay. I start my treatments the day after I get home from the women's Final Four. My doctor's been super cool. Like, you need to work to be happy. Let's keep you happy. And then I'll start treatments and be a cancer patient when I'm done at the Final Four.
But there was a great moment when Brent Musburger mentioned you and you were covering the Kansas game. And I mean, it was emotional just to watch it because, and I don't know, you're in the moment of actually doing your job, but then you hear Brent. Did you know he was going to say anything?
I didn't, because I actually made Brent promise me. I was with him in an elevator and I said, I know this is awkward, but the only thing I need for you tonight is to not pretend like this is a big deal. I just want you to treat me as a broadcaster. Just say, we're going to go to Holly for this report.
So you just came back from cancer treatment.
Yeah,
First
and
time
I've been
back.
gone. And I asked him not to do or say anything about it. I just wanted to be normal and just do my job and not have it be about me, because that makes me uncomfortable. And so he's so cute. He comes back from break and he's like, Holly, I'm going to break a promise I made to you. And they did it. And so it did catch me off guard. And to have Brent Musburger, someone who I admire and I adore and I love and it's been the voice of my whole life, care about you. It was so sweet and it got me.
Did you work with Bob Knight?
Yes. So Bob Knight is a dear friend of mine. And I've got 2 great Bob Knight stories, and I don't think he'll mind me telling them. So as a reporter...
You know what? Let's take a break.
Okay.
It's called a tease.
Oh, let's tease it because it involves a Bob Knight long-distance drive.
You were on a long-distance drive with Bob Knight?
Yes.
Save it. Save it.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.